The winner effect. It's proven. Studies show that your mind develops in a different way if you are accustomed to winning when you're younger. Your brain, your mind develops, maybe becomes accustomed to success. And the same thing happens for those who lose more often when they're younger. It becomes accustomed to losing and therefore it develops in a certain way. Maybe it's more than just confidence, but it's all about developing it and preparing it for success on all different levels. The same thing happens to your brand. If you can build up enough wins early on in your brand development, it becomes stronger, it becomes prepared for certain levels of success. So you have to start getting wins under your belt in any shape or form, because the whole goal is to start developing it, to have the winner mindset. So your brand is a winning brand. The winner effect, it's actually a real thing. Think about this. People who win more often, their mind develops in a certain way as compared to those who lose more often. It's not just about confidence, but when you're building your brand, this video, I'm going to show you some things to increase your ability, maybe your own brand, to win more often. Number one, the thing that got me out of obscurity and to get people to know who I was, I didn't know my own potential. My team didn't know my potential or our potential. How do you get out there? How do you build confidence in yourself, your team, and your clients to build confidence in you? We have to actually do stuff for people for either a really big discount, or give it away for free. I know this sounds crazy. Whenever I first started, people are always like, don't give away anything for free. Make sure you charge. Yeah, but I'm a startup business early on, creating a brand from nothing. People who started from zero. Nobody knows who you are. You are not a big company yet. You don't have the testimonials. You don't have the people behind you. You don't have the belief yet that you can really do it. Maybe you do have the belief in yourself that you can do it. You just don't know what you can do and how often you can do it and how fast you can do it. So there's still that shakiness. So give it away for free. This is step one. You're struggling, give more away for less. It sounds crazy. To get those wins under your belt, you could start to see your value. You could start to see it in their eyes that you're helping them out. This becomes a win. You're expecting to over deliver. You get it in your mindset that you are worth way more to these people than what they're paying you. So you get in your mind that your value becomes incredible. It becomes very high. Start getting these little wins. Get people to pay you a little bit, if you can, to start doing what you know is worth 10 times, 15 times, 100 times more than what you're charging them. What this does is get people saying, oh my God, I only paid this person this much money and they took care of this problem for me. What happens there is there's a win. There's that karma win from the client that they'll be able to share to their friends, family, everyone, their coworkers, of what they did. What does that do? Increases word of mouth. So that's a win. Okay. Number two, it shows you and your team the cash flow you're able to build from that. Not just if they're paying you a little bit, or if they give it for free, you're able to start to build a little bit of maybe social equity in yourself, in your team. People start to notice within your work that you're working with that you have the ability to solve problems. You're able to have a running business. You are worth value to people. And you did exactly what you set out to do. So this builds confidence in you and your team, builds confidence from the client side. And then obviously if you market yourself right, the whole world knows what you're able to do. So don't hide what you've done for people. Put it out there for other people to see. So this becomes a win-win-win-win. So 4 different ways of winning right there. Client wins. The world knows, the market, if you market yourself on social media, knows who you've worked with. So they say, okay, there's proven work. You win because you're able to gain the confidence that your team was able to come through and help these people out. Client's happy, the market's able to see this. You're able to build some experience. You want to just get as much of experience as possible, which becomes a win. And now your team believes in themselves also, so that's a win. 4 wins from doing something for a very, very big discount or for free. Get it out there, whatever you can do, as much as possible early on. Get those wins under your belt. Get ready to start expecting to win. Expect to win. It's crazy. It's very similar to, dating and relationships, I think. I think of a girl that I chased in college many years ago, and I couldn't get her because I didn't think I couldn't expect the win. I couldn't expect her to say yes. It'd been nice for her to say yes to a date, but I didn't expect it. And if you can't expect to win, nothing is ever going to come from that. And eventually, over time, you was able to ask enough people. I get rejected enough times to build the experience up to say I expect for them to say yes. And the same thing happens with not only what you do in life, your personal life, in sports, but also with your brand. You have to expect to win. And you've got to develop that early on, and that does take time. But there are ways to do it, just like giving it away for free, and just keep building up that resume. Number 2, figure out a way to start getting small sales. Small sales. That means, maybe you have a big service, maybe you have a big idea out there that you have a big course or a webinar, or you do these big speaking events. Whatever you can do to start increasing the small sales. Maybe it's just having a book, all right? Putting a book out there for very, very low price, like $3.86, like some of my books we put out there, at the lowest price possible on Amazon. What does that do? You're able to start to see people buying your products. Maybe you sell for $5, maybe you sell for $10, maybe you sell apparel for the lowest price you could possibly sell it for. What that does is it shows that there's a demand for what you're putting out into the world. And whenever you have a big package for $1,000 or service, or a big product that's worth a lot of money that doesn't sell right away, you have these little sales to just get you that win. Maybe it is putting a little bit of money in your pocket, $5, $10 here, $20 here. So whenever things are not going right on the big services, the stuff that really pays all the bills, you're able to still get these little sales in from a book, from a shirt, from a hat, from maybe a quick little consultation for an hour. These little sales will start to just be walls of defense, bricks in a wall of defense, if you will, that shows your value to other people. It says this person, people are buying his apparel or her apparel, his or her books, his or her items, and all these little things are going to make these feel good inside because these are little wins. Maybe you didn't sell the big service, but you got these couple people buying these little items that are showing you are worth a damn in this world. Your business is worth something. Your brand is worth something. Your value increases over time. Maybe it's not over a week or a month or even a year. It could take 10 years, which we're living proof of that. It's taken 10 years to build this brand from nothing. And we're still not even halfway there. We're only just getting started. So it's a long-term approach. And remember, start getting these little sales. Whatever you can do, $5 here, $10 here, goes a long way with you, your team, your clients. And you're going to start to expect to win a little bit more often. Confidence is going to build. You're going to develop that brand in a way that you are going to expect to have some type of cash flow coming in every day. The third thing is small goals and small leads, or small goals and achievable leads, I guess is the best way to put it. Start setting goals that might not be directly money related, but activity related. Hey, I'm going to talk to 5 people every day on Facebook and try to set up 5 meetings. Or I'm going to talk to 100 people every day and set up 5 meetings. Whatever it is, this is not money related. You have to set up these achievable goals so you have the winning mindset that you can do it even if the world's trying to stop you from accomplishing anything. Figure out a way that you can win every day at something. A goal is, I have these lists every day in front of me. Once I'm able to cross it off, something happens to my psyche. I start to feel a little bit more confident that I'm getting further in life. And that's a win. It's a win. It's a check in the win column. And what that does is it just gets my mindset that I will eventually accomplish what I set out to do. It might take a lot more time than expected, but I'm moving forward towards it. And that's building towards a goal, or the ultimate dream, if you will. And what that does is also get your mindset that every day is a checklist. If I can just get these little wins under my belt, enough wins, thousands and thousands and thousands of wins, will get me prepared for the big days, for the big sales, for the big meetings. And the confidence, the brand will be there. Just get that checklist done. Stuff that has nothing to do with money related activity maybe. This is just get leads, talk to this many people, set up this many appointments, achievable goals, and maybe even X amount of leads per week. Figure out a way that you can control your destiny in some way to start expecting your brand to start hitting goals. And one last thing I want to show you before I go. This is the way I look at it all. If you're able to see this without being cut out in the green screen. Look at this as your world here. You're gonna have all of these spider web activities, okay? You're not gonna be able to win every day on every leg, okay? This is your world. This is everything you're doing in this world, okay? You're not gonna be able to win here, every single day. But what you do wanna win here in one day, and maybe this is a lose, this is a lose, this is a lose, this is a lose. You still have one. This could be that $5 sale. This could be those 10 leads that you set up for the following week. This could be that phone call to that person that you've been really pushing off because you're afraid to actually call that person. Whatever it is, you figure out a way to win every day somewhere. And if you set up enough legs and you keep doing your thing, maybe you start to win more often, okay? These 3 legs could be a win one day. My writing's atrocious. But that's a win, that's a win, that's a win. These could all be losers one day. And then it could be all switched around that, oh, this big sale went through, now it's a big win. Everything else is a loser. I didn't sell any apparel, I didn't sell my books today, I didn't get that meeting, I didn't hit my leads, I didn't get my goals. Those are all losses, but that one big sale, that's a win. That person that I called 2 weeks ago finally got back to me. Putting out into the world enough stuff that it might be a loser for one day, it might be a loser for a week or a month or even a year, but eventually if you have enough stuff put out into the world, something is gonna fall. And something's gonna fall in your favor. Whether it's grace, they always talk about grace. Whether it's grace, whether it's your own doing, whether it's just timing, enough things that you put out there. Don't just put out one thing into the world and expect that one to be the end all be all. And if that fails, that's it. I see a lot of people saying, I'm gonna apply to these different schools to speak at, and if I don't hear back, then I'll wait for the right timing. No, you just keep pushing through. A loss is one step closer to a win. But you can't just be reliant on one different leg in your life. Apparel, books, your service, meetings, speaking gigs, whatever. Keep putting out stuff into the world, and eventually things are going to go your way. Maybe not all at once, but the wheel of life, if you will, it comes down to having enough legs that one win is good enough to develop your brand, to have the winning mindset every day. Yeah, you might lose 1,000 times in a day, but there's going to be one win, and that win is going to make all the difference. So start building the mind, the brand, the company, and the winning mindset, because the winner effect is real. Look it up. Studies show that people who win more often, whether it's once a day or every couple weeks when they're younger, people who win more often, their mind develops a certain way. So your brand does the exact same thing. Win often, win consistently, and you're going to be able to develop in a certain way that you're going to win the big games whenever you come across them. My name is Mike Fallat. I help people write books. I started from zero, and I like to help people in their own personal branding and their marketing aspirations. So if you have any questions, please comment down below in this video or reach out to me on SoundCloud, however you want to do it. I'm here for you. Talk to you soon, and if there's anything else you have questions on, let me know.